Well, good evening, Phil here, and I thought I'd just run you through the tutorial for saving the Roedale race results. Chris? Yes, indeedy. Okay, so just to kick off, you'll see here I've got my Hotmail account open, and that's how Chris sends me the weekly race results together with the commentary. So the first thing I do here is just highlight the commentary and just copy that onto the clipboard. I always use the keyboard, so for me that's just using Control C on my keyboard. So I've done that, and then I'm just going to launch here the attachment for April the 8th, the Excel spreadsheet. I think I've said before, the vast majority of the work here is done in Excel. It's really just about getting the Excel spreadsheet looking all neat and tidy. I'm going to click on Enable Macros, and I get basically the open race sheet. So, first thing I do is I just highlight using the right mouse button the top row and insert 2 new rows, just like that. Okay. Next, using my left mouse button, select the second row there, and then right click and select Format Cells. Now what we're going to do here is just tidy this up, and this is going to create the cells to put the commentary in. So we go onto the Alignment tab. 3 things to do here. I always like to just change the vertical alignment to top. Makes it nice, neat and tidy. Click on the Wrap Text and click on the Merge Cells. And then click OK. You can see all through here now that's merged one cell. So we just go into the data entry area just up here now, click on that, and I'm going to paste in first of all the text that I took off of the email. So I'm using Control V on my keyboard, paste it in, and just click up here, click on the tick, and that's put that in the text. Just now going to resize this second row, open it up a little bit, and we can see there we've got all of the text for commentary. Up to the top cell here, I'm just going to put in the title of the race night, and this was Super Production Round 2, and I always just change the formatting of that, make it bold and make it 14 font size. Okay, so the next thing to do is always just move this little graphic here just to the right hand side, tidy that up a little bit, and then also just tidy up here the grid. So I'm just selecting that zone there, as you can see, and then I use my little line tool just sitting up here, and all I'm going to do is just change it to that nice little symbol there, all borders, like that, and that's just making that all look nice and neat and tidy. Now the other thing I do, and I quite often forget to do this, if we just look in this column here, you'll see the bonus points is a set of calculations, and that comes from this bonus tab sheet down here. And I always think it's nice just to delete that, but before you can delete this bonus tab, you just have to change this bonus points column. So basically again, I just select that full range there, right click on it, do a copy, right click on it again, select paste special, and off of here then select values there and click OK. And what that then does is these cell entries here just turn to the actual numbers. So we can now go down to this bonus tab here, right click on it and click delete, and we've removed that tab. Okay, so all we've got to do now is just tidy up the formatting of the text up in the commentary area. So I just flick back to the email here, and I just pick up basically where the page breaks are. So there's one here after racing, another one here after personal best, and another one here after point finals. So let's just go back and put those in. So find the corresponding point here. So here's the first one, and then we just click into there after the exclamation mark, and to put a page break or a carriage return rather into this cell here, just use the Alt and Return key. You'll see it creates a carriage return there. Okay, so the second page break, I think, went there. And then we basically just pick those up where those carriage returns were on the commentary and put all of those in. So just flick back between that and the Hotmail account. I think I've missed that one there just around personal best, so I'll go and find that. Can't find it, it must be here somewhere. There we go, personal best, so let's pop that in there. I think that's starting to look pretty close to Chris's email now. And yeah, that all looks pretty good. So just back to there, click away, have a little look at that. That all looks pretty good. So that's now ready to save up onto the website. Nothing clever here, just to save it up onto the website. All we do is do File, Save as a web page, and I've already got Roedale, the FTP site, set up on my network, so all I have to do is click it from here and select the FTP site down here. So doing this for the first time, you'll need to use the Add and Modify FTP locations. So select FTP, pop in the password. That's obviously classified at the moment, but to be shared in due course. Click on that. And all we just need to know is we're saving here the April the 8th race sheet results, and in a moment all of the files from the website will come up in the window here. So we've now got that, and it's just a case of scrolling all the way over to the right hand side where the most recent files are, and we're looking for the file here for the 8th of April 2010, and all we do is click on that, and when we click OK, it's basically just prompt us to overwrite that file. So I click on Save. Yes please, I'd like to overwrite that. So that's now saving that away. And we'll see a little dialog box in a moment that's just telling us it's transferring to files. But down here it tells us it's saving. And it will do in just a moment. And here we go. Now telling us it's transferring the files, just putting the results up onto the website, and it's now completed that, and that's done. So we can just close that down, back onto my browser. Let's go to the Roedale website. There. Pick the 2010 race calendar, and we'll just scroll down to the 8th of April, and we should now see the results that we've just formatted and published, all nice and neatly presented just there. So that's all there is to it. As you can see, nothing clever, it's all done in Excel. So hopefully you guys can have a go at that. The first stage is to get the Excel web sheet all formatted, and I think once basically everybody's happy with that, then you can have the passwords and start publishing away. Okay, so from me, good night, see you soon, and hopefully I'll be down to win some Formula 1 racing in the not too distant future.